I know you're already a better friend, but there is always room for improvement, right? So today we are going to be talking about how to be a better friend. Hey everyone, thank you once again for clicking on this video. I'm Jenny. I'm so glad that you're here today because I want to improve your relationships. I know we already probably an amazing friend already, and you're like, I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good as well with my friendships, although there's always room for improvement. So today I want to share with you some of the things that you could try to start to incorporate in your friendships or in your communications that can help you become a better friend, right? One could be, do not turn the conversation to you, which is so common with ladies, right? So like, for example, you call a friend, hi, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. And then your friend is like, oh, I'm fine, just been going through some things. And then, so then they start to talk and then they share something that resonates with you. Then you interject the conversation and take up the place and you start going on for the next 30 minutes. I think that's not a very wise thing to do. More so if your friend is trying to pour their heart and they probably just wanted to talk to someone, so you reached out and you are that kind of person. I think to be a better friend is try to limit, let them speak, let them finish whatever they wanted to talk about, and then you can come ahead and then share what you have to say about it. But do not interject them when they're trying to have a conversation, because it's not good, it's not pretty, and it doesn't make you a better friend. The second point is be empathetic and be compassionate. It's always so easy for us to be in ourselves, to be so full of ourselves that we forget to be compassionate and kind to others, which does not make us a better friend in any way. So try to be more empathetic and more considerate to your friends. If they are reaching out to you and they need you to be there, try to be there. And just try to limit taking the show and making it all about you, because sometimes like when our friends call and probably they need to say something and we so quick at jumping in and trying to give them advice, and many times or sometimes your friend just needs an ear. So do not be so quick to give advice before they ask for it. Just be wait and listen. Just listen. Listening is one of those best attributes, and I'm so glad and so grateful to God that he gave me one of those attributes, because I am a great listener. At least I've been told that, because I know my friends, they used to go on and talk and talk and talk. Way back in the days, I was so reserved. Like I love to listen more than to talk. So, and for some reason, my friends would dominate the conversation. But then I realized it is a skill that not everyone is gifted to listening to other people. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and someone is so fixated about themselves, like they don't even give you a gap to speak? That does not show that you're a good friend, because if you are with a friend and you're having a conversation or dialogue, you need to give them time to express themselves. And most times when they need you the most, you have to be willing to listen. And when they ask for advice, please give it, but be very sensible and sensitive to them as well, what they're going through. The third point is do not judge. Try to stay away from judgments, because it's so common for us. We like to judge others. We like to judge how people live their lives. We like to judge how people treat others. We like to judge so many times. And it's so common to women. We love to judge. Judgment is one of our, I think, specialty. But it's not bad to judge if it's a good way. But I don't think there's even a positive side of judgment. Is it there? I don't think so, because even the Bible tells us not to judge. So limit your judgments. Love people for who they are. If you are a friend and you know their struggles, and let me say, like when you're a close buddy with someone, you know their flaws and all, do not try to be less judgmental, because you don't know why people do the things they do. Sometimes it's upbringing, sometimes it's circumstances, and sometimes it's the society that turns people to who they are. Like if you find someone who is so good at one side but their extreme is the opposite, try to limit judgments, because it's very hard to be a friend to someone when you're judging them. You're either one. So you have to love people for who they are, the full package, the good and the bad. That is what a good friend is supposed to be. Then the other point is be honest. Be honest with yourself and be honest to your friends. This is so common with ladies. Like for example, if like your friend comes to you and asks you for an honest opinion about them, try to be honest. Do not try to make people feel good. I used to be a person who loved to make people feel good. So I was never like totally honest to them, even mostly when I knew that what I was going to tell them was going to hurt their feelings, because I always wanted people to like me and to be accepted. So in the end, I was never honest to my friends sometimes when they needed me to really, really be that honest, because I was afraid that my friend may think something bad about me, or may hate me for it, or may kind of judge me for it. So that's not a true attribute of a good friend. Try to be honest. Stay true to yourself. Do not fake it with your friends. Be true to yourself. People will love you for who you are, and if they don't love you for who you are, then they don't deserve to be your friends. Yeah. Then the other point is ask for help. This is like ask for help or offer help. So for example, if you are wondering like, how do I be a better friend to this person, ask them how you can be a better friend to them. Ask your friends, how do I best serve you as a friend? You know, don't just presume that what you're giving to them is enough or it's good enough. Try to ask people, how can I be your best friend in this regard? Like many times, like maybe when a friend is going through something that is trying, or has lost somebody, or has lost a job, they're going through a dark patch. I think it's always best to, to be there for them. Sometimes do not just be quick to offer advice. Sometimes they just don't need that. They just need someone to listen to them. But then ask them, how can I best serve you in this moment? And many times they will tell you, I just want you to listen. I just want you to be here with me. I just want you to, be very very sensitive, and pay attention to what your friends are saying. The other point is be present. Be present in a moment. Like try to limit distractions, more so when you go out to meet up friends. For example, phones. Try to stay away from your phone. Mostly when you're having an intimate conversation with someone, or someone needs you to really listen to them. Do not be this person like, oh yeah, yeah, I totally understand. You don't understand. Your attention is divided. Try to be a very present person. Respect people and respect people's time. If someone has decided to come and meet you out, or someone has reached out to you and they need you to have a conversation, have a chat, have a talk, catch up, when you get there, it's very respectful to put your phones away, put them in a bag, or just flip them whereby you're not distracted by the notifications, and listen to them. Give them your undivided attention, because that makes you like you care. That your friend will know that, oh, she actually cares, or she's listening to me, or like this is a rule in counseling and therapy, is you got to be able to be more attentive when your client or someone is sharing, because those same tips or those same, you have to identify, like you have to pick what's the word? You have to pick a message so that you bring it back to them so that they know that you're actually following them, right? It's like when someone is, talking about their struggle, financial struggle, or like since 2019, I've been struggling in this area, I've not gotten a job, so it's really hard for me to provide for my family. So maybe when you're trying to give counsel or you're trying to share back to them, how about, pointing it out and like, oh, actually, yeah, how I cannot imagine what I would be doing if I was in your shoes. First of all, you gotta acknowledge that what they're going through is tough. Many times we, as friends, we try to banish or, make people feel like what they're sharing about or what they're complaining about is not a pretty big deal. And then we bring a bigger scenario that happened to us, and you're like, we are not in competition here, right? We are here to serve each other. And how can you serve each other better is to acknowledge that someone is actually going through a tough time, and acknowledge it to them and be like, man, I get you, I understand you, it's really tough, and I don't know if I was in your shoes what I would do, but I would think A, B, C, D. Or I remember when you said that since 2019 you've been struggling in this area. So how in between those years, what were you doing? How were you even able to foot bills? Like trying to make sure that you stay present with your friends in the conversations, and limit your talking, right? Limit your talking. Let them speak, let them share, because it's the moment they have come to share and they're going through a tough time. They need to get off things off their chest. The only way someone can be able to share freely is if you give them that audience, right? So I think those points can be able to help you become a better friend, because they have helped me become a better friend. Even more so, I feel like right now I'm much more in a good place, and I'm in a much more in tune with my friends. And then the other point that I could share is try to be more communicate often, if like maybe you're busy doing something, and God puts someone on your heart, check up on them. Sometimes it's a way God shares to us to actually check out on our friends and find out how they are doing. I've done this so many times with my friends, and I realized that actually during that time when I reach out to them, a text message or a phone call is when they've been going through something, or they've been sick, or they have been needing someone to talk to. So be very attentive to those thoughts that just drop in your head when you're busy doing something, because sometimes God is actually trying to speak through those thoughts. And and then you can improve and be a better to your people, to your friends, to your family, and to everyone around you. I hope this video was able to support and help you. And if you did learn something, please share in the comments. If you know there's someone that would love to listen to this video as well, can you please kindly share with them as well. And if you're new to my content, I would really, really love if you give me a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out anytime I upload a new video. Until next time, my friends, stay blessed and stay safe. Take care. Bye.